King's Daughter, from the writer-director Stephen Polyakov, Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
Join me at 10:35 with my guests OC star Misha Barton, comedian Jenny Eclair, filmmaker John Waters, and scary rock god Alice Cooper. I'm terrified, and that's just of Jenny Eclair.
The Bigger Picture with Graham Norton, 10:35 tonight on BBC One.
Planet Earth, as you've never seen it before. Coming soon to BBC One.
This is BBC One exposing the benefit cheats.
Some benefit fraudsters manage to cheat the system and make massive profits on the side by producing and selling counterfeit products.
We caught a fellow who'd been trading for an hour and 20 minutes. He started with £10 in his back pocket as a floor with 980 quid in his pocket.
It's big business and it's growing. A world of protection rackets and cash.
We find you working.
I'm not working.
Oh, you were working a minute ago.
Just open out.
Yeah, check it.
What's wrong, sorry?
New claim's gone through. As far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me.
In the northwest of England, a select team of Department for Work and Pensions fraud investigators are dedicated to cracking the increasing problem of people on benefit cashing in on the sale of counterfeit CDs, DVDs and computer games.
I think somebody's probably been on the phone to you several times this morning. We're trying to stop a lot of people's money. I've got another one for you.
If you can close it down, then I'll send you a mobile through on WhatsApp and read yours.
That's there, man.
A national campaign codenamed Operation Zook has been set up to target the benefit claimants who run illegal factories, distribution networks and market stalls selling the counterfeit discs.
There are 144 pictures on that board. I would estimate that 90% of that 144 are claiming benefits. Not only do they defraud us, they commit copyright offences, they commit benefit offences, they commit VAT and inland revenue offences as well.
Investigator Ian Guest has been living and breathing Operation Zook for the last 6 months. Ian knows that many of the DVD sellers trading at markets may also be claiming benefits. In order to check, he needs to work out exactly who they are, and the best way is for the investigators to go undercover as customers.
That's a new one. Against the road, like Ryan. We only did that last night. That's new.
You go and purchase an MP3 or a DVD from a guy who's selling counterfeit products, and as soon as the test purchase has been done, there's an offence been committed. We just don't prove offences by seeing them on one day because of the nature of the benefits that these people are claiming. We have to try and get more evidence going backwards to build a case against them.
If we were just to roll up on one particular day, maybe assisted by a police officer, and tackled some of these people, the first thing they're going to say is, well, how unlucky am I? You've caught me doing this. Okay, it's a fair cop, but I've only done it today. This is the first day I've done it. Now what we can prove by the observations that we've done is, well, actually, no, that's not right, because we've been watching you, we've been buying things off you for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Every year, £110 billion is being handed out in social security benefits. It's so much money that the printing presses have to run round the clock. But the problem is over £7 million is being lost every day through mistakes and fraud. The Operation Zook investigators are closing in on some of the claimants they suspect of defrauding the system. They've been watching one of the women DVD sellers on Salford Market for several weeks. Observing patterns in her behaviour, watching exactly what she's selling, and recording when and where she works. Confident she's a regular trader, the next step is to check whether she's claiming benefits. the easiest way is to follow her home.
What they've done is they've got a market trolley, they've placed all the merchandise, the stool that they sit on and everything's gone on the market trolley, and they've pushed it together across the main road, round the roundabout, across from the pub and down the street, so they live opposite the main road here. They stopped outside a house and all the merchandise has been unloaded from that trolley into that property.
Now knowing the woman's address, one of the team is checking it on Britain's biggest computer system, which has access to personal details of 80 million people, dead and alive.
Now that tells me that there's a lady of that age lives at that address who's in receipt of incapacity benefit. And it shows that she's getting receipt of 61 and 18, which is incapacity benefit and income support. It will also show me is why she's incapable of work. And it's saying that this female cannot do any paid or unpaid work. She's unfit because she's got osteoarthritis. There's a photograph up there of her standing up selling on the market. She's fit and able, and she's running quite a lucrative business.
Having confirmed Jean Robinson's name and that she's claiming benefits, it's time to get the police involved. The suspect's arrested, trolley and all. She was found guilty of £5,000 worth of benefit fraud and received a 6-month curfew order. But the Zouk team still have scores of suspects to identify. A tip-off's just come in to another benefit fraud team about the owner of a bakery business in Blackpool who claims to be disabled. The investigators have been covertly watching a lock-up where they've been told the suspect's pie and cake business is based.
He's claiming for having a bad back. Now, what he's put on the claim in '95 when he made it is that he's got crushed vertebrae and his hip and his knee have both been injured. He has to wear a steel corset and he feels severe discomfort at walking any distance whatsoever. And also, he's unable to carry anything.
It's because of all these ailments that Christopher Mullender was given the Disability Living Allowance benefit.
Yeah, he's starting to load now.
He's allowed to work and run a business on this benefit, but with the severe disabilities he's claiming to have, he shouldn't be able to do any physical work at all.
Into the vehicle. Yeah, he's manoeuvring up Bracewell Avenue now. Yeah, approaching the main road.
We now have visual. Where have you got him?
The investigators need to tail his car to find out exactly what Mr. Mullender's work involves.
Right. Exactly the same route as last Thursday.
It's okay for him to drive his car. The question is whether he walks when delivering his cakes.
Straight through the lights, heading towards Abingdon Street.
The investigators need evidence of Mr. Mullender walking a reasonable distance to prove the tip-off was right, so they've got to stick with him.
Temporary loss. It's a dead end, is it, that?
Yeah, just confirm the road's now blocked by a lorry.
That's the one we went down before, I think.
This is where he come down. He did exactly this last... Oh, there he is. Yeah, I got contact. And we got a stop outside a hotel. That's him, isn't it? Yeah.
Mr. Mullender's out of his car, but he's in and out so fast, dropping off his cakes, the investigators have missed the chance to catch him walking on camera. The team are going to have to carry on tracking his daily routine to get more evidence on tape. The Operation Zouk team are trying to identify more of the stallholders they've been secretly photographing selling counterfeit discs. Ian's piecing together the information they've collected so far.
We've put this lad in a house. We've got a car for him. We've got a vehicle for him. We know how he gets home, and we know how he gets, not him, he gets home, and we know that he's in charge of the store because he's in hospital. And I think I've got a potential vehicle for that lad as well. Oh, and I've got a new car for Mr. H and his mate.
Ian's confident he's got enough to make a move on one of the key players at Great Homer Street Market in Liverpool. Susan Roach is a regular seller of DVDs and has been claiming benefit on and off for the past 7 years. The team suspect that working with her on the stall are her sister-in-law and her nephew.
DVDs are £5 now.
The Zouk team call in plainclothes police and trading standards officers to raid the market. The hit must be kept totally under wraps, as no one wants Susan Roach to get wind of the raid.
Hiya. Right, how have you got? What have you got? Cracking. Good.
People are trying to make a living.
Right. Can you sort of sprint round here? The DVD store, brilliant. Cheers, Scott.
They're picking up other DVD sellers suspected of benefit fraud, but nobody seems to be able to find Susan Roach, though they've arrested the relatives working on her stall. Ian's taking stock of the results when there's sudden news.
Hello?
Susan's been spotted on the other side of the market in her car. They've got to move fast.
It is MK53. Nicker. Get a nicked. You need an officer? Yeah. Do us a favour. Can you nip round to stall 1? The last of the black Land Rover's just turned up. Can you go and lift her? I'll look after this stuff with Gav.
We need to get round to back to them vehicles.
Right, black Land Rover's just turned up. I've just sent Paul round. He's going to feel a collar.
They're in time to catch Susan Roach. She's wearing the hooded coat.
Yeah, okay, that's great. See ya. Bye.
With Susan detained, the investigators can examine her car.
We've got all the latest releases, DVDs, even more stock of DVDs and music CDs in the bottom. All in a lovely car, some that can't work.
Well, there must be 2,000 or 3,000 discs in it.
There's also more than £30,000 worth of counterfeit discs seized from Susan's stall.
Things have gone according to plan, yes, perfectly.
With Susan Roach in police custody, it's important to search her home as soon as possible. Ian's hoping for evidence of profits from counterfeiting, along with proof that Susan's been earning.
There should be a selection of computer equipment, more discs, details concerning banks. Now you're looking at the house that we're never in. What have you got? Well, basically what you're looking at is a house of somebody's claiming benefit. Who apparently has no other income.
Susan Roach is on £44 a week job seekers allowance.
The police have found a load of CDs upstairs. There are DVD covers in the hall cupboard in quantities that aren't for your own personal use, otherwise you'd only have one. You don't produce 10 identical copies of the same cover unless you're selling them somewhere or other. It would tend to support the view of what she was doing on the market, is actually selling them, producing them and selling them. And of course, by the time we've got here, hard drive and the computer stack has gone. Because it should be in that end compartment there, and it isn't. There's just a collection of blank wire ends. Yeah. Well, somebody's going to have to be brave.
Even with the hard drive missing, Ian knows there are still other places to look for evidence.
I need that box. That's the box that the blank discs come in. That'll do perfectly. Lovely, we need that.
There we are, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, well that size of box contains what? 1,000 discs? Box one to 600. And 600 blank discs. Now what would anybody be doing with a box with blank 600 blank DVDs?
With the evidence from the house search safely stored, Ian wants to know how the business is run. He's going to interview Susan's nephew, who was arrested working on the stall.
DVDs are £5 now.
Are you receiving any benefits at the moment, Edward?
Yeah, I've just restarted signing on the dole job seekers allowance.
Right, when did you make that claim to benefit?
It restarted, I think it was Monday.
Just Monday this week?
Yeah. Or it might have been the week before, I'm not 100% sure.
Right. So during the period that you've been claiming job seeker allowance then, have you done any work at all?
Only today. Since I've been re-signing. I knew the girl who was on the stall and she was dead busy. I said, do you want a hand? And okay, yeah.
Right. So which girl was that?
That was the blonde one. That was my auntie.
So it wasn't someone that you hadn't known before?
Yeah, but no, she didn't offer me the job. Because it weren't in her position to offer me the job. You know what I mean? I seen that she was busy. And the fella come from nowhere. When I was like giving her hands and said, I said, is it alright if I stay? And he said, yes, Sam. 20 quid at the end of the day.
Obviously, it's going to have to be reviewed on the basis of what we've talked about, and we've obviously got further evidence that we need to look at, etc., etc. I don't believe a word he said. I can prove what he said is a pack of lies. Because we've got a minimum of 6 weeks surveillance showing him working every Saturday.
With the Liverpool raid a success, Susan and her relatives are facing benefit fraud and copyright charges. Next, Ian and the team will be targeting one of the most prolific disc-selling families in the Manchester area. In Blackpool, the disability fraud investigators are still watching Christopher Mullender, the baker about town who claims he can hardly walk. Now they've tracked his car, which is funded by the Benefit Systems Motability Scheme, to the local shopping precinct.
We will. And thank you very much for this morning. And what a disaster. Hey, hang on. That's not him in the green. Right, bye-bye. Why is he coming over here?
It's the evidence they've been waiting for. Proof that Mr. Mullender can walk much further than he's declared. The surveillance video is enough for the disability team to get authorization for an arrest.
Don't you ever do these in the middle of the summer?
Thanks very much for getting up so early anyway. Today's target is this guy called Christopher Mullender. Basically, this guy's saying to the department that at all times he has to wear a steel corset and he can't walk at all. What in actual fact we've found to be the case is that the guy's running a gatto business, which he runs from a lockup on Polton Industrial Estate. Number one is lock Mr. Mullender up on suspicion of obtaining DSS benefits by deception. We're looking to obtain more evidence. All we're looking for is bank statements to do with the business, any customer databases. If there's a computer there that's got business stuff on it, we would like that taken. Christopher Mullender.
The investigators know that as a baker, Mr. Mullender will be an early riser, so they decide to raid his home before dawn.
Morning, Mr. Mullender. Yeah, my name's Phil Hobson, work for the Department for Work and Pensions. There's a couple of police officers with us, so if I come in. Right. What it is, Mr. Mullender, we've got reason to suspect that you've been drawing disability living allowance incorrectly for a number of years, and it's in relation to that we wish to talk to you formally. The police officers are here to arrest you, and we're going to be formally interviewing you down at the police station later today, and we're also going to be conducting a search of the premises with the police officers.
Right. So if you want to get yourself some clothes, we'll get yourself dressed.
Christopher Mullender's heading for the police station, while the investigators stay behind to search his house. The upstairs bedroom is full of further evidence that he is far from disabled. He's even been getting involved in extreme sports.
He is doing this video, so he's walking all over the place. Yeah. He's just shown himself out by getting caught in the mirror. Oh dear. So your camcorder catches you out.
Pill medication here.
Unused prescription drugs are a telltale sign of a disability fraud case.
They're getting drugs and not using them, and that is the sort of thing that's crippling the NHS, really. People are getting drugs that they don't need and then throwing them in a cupboard. Those could be going to somebody who does need them.
The team are also searching Mr. Mullender's lockup, hoping to find more evidence on how long he's been delivering his pies and cakes.
Oh, right, excellent. That's good. Basically, what we're looking for is, I suppose, his suppliers, people he's delivered to, so that we can subsequently get some witness statements. But also, we're trying to determine how long he's been running this business. Freshly baked, is it?
Well, yesterday.
They examine every last crumb of evidence and confiscate the hard drive, which they'll search for company records. Having been on disability living allowance for more than 6 years, Christopher Mullender is facing charges of obtaining benefit by deception. He pleaded guilty, sold his bakery business, and received a 6-month prison sentence. The Zouk team have been on undercover surveillance at Salford Market near Manchester for months, accumulating evidence for their strike against the biggest players in the area, the Ward family.
These people virtually run the counterfeiting sale of counterfeit optical discs on Salford Market, so they are of prime importance to us.
The investigators calculate that the Wards take more than £5,000 a day, but even so, they've got good reason to take the risk of carrying on claiming.
What we find is that a lot of these people make benefit claims to act as a front for other illegal activities. If they're claiming certain benefits, it means that other agencies, perhaps the Inland Revenue, won't be asking them questions about what are they doing to support themselves, where are they getting their money from, how are they affording to live such a lifestyle.
Right, well, looking at this, we've got Patrick Ward Senior. Looks like income support, incapacity benefits, and possibly carer's allowance on that one. Then we've got Mrs. Ward, Margaret. She's on disabled living allowance, incapacity benefits, and looks like she's been claimed for by her husband. We've now got Sinead, who's on income support, which is incapacity benefit related. We've got Patrick Jr. Well, he's on income support as well, and incapacity benefit. And it looks like John Gerard is on income support as well. One way or another, it will be stopped.
The Zouk team are joining forces with police and trading standards officers to raid the Ward's family homes. They're hoping to find them all in, as it's 6:30 in the morning.
Trading standards family here. Good to just go past it, Lewis.
The benefit fraud investigators have to wait outside while the police go in to make the arrests.
According to the police, there are 4 people in here, and we're only expecting 3 this morning, so it's good that we can round more up all at once.
Mr. Ward is under arrest, along with Mrs. Ward.
Everyone's doing the same thing. Well, what's happening to get in? Yeah, that's it.
They've also got daughter Sinead and son Patrick Jr., but the youngest son, John, is nowhere to be found. The fraud team can now go indoors. They're looking for any evidence that the Wards have been living off more than just their benefits.
You're joking. Yeah, wait that.
Probably around his neck now.
Ready? Yes, the short first. Yeah, and you sort of
There's plenty of evidence the wards are serious about trading in discs, although there is no sign they've been producing them. But the other half of the team are hoping they might find the disc production line in the younger son's flat.
That's one way of getting in, isn't it?
Yes. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted to see.
It's obvious the whole flat's being used as a disc counterfeiting factory.
Yeah, would we be able to turn out United Utilities, please? Got the electricity meters being tampered with at this address.
TV licence?
Yeah, this is
legal.
burner tower.
Burner
a tower. Yeah.
Burner
tower. A tower burner.
One master and 3 slaves.
Yeah.
There's a wealth of evidence.
Whoa, bingo.
Large sums of cash and some interesting weapons. But there's still no sign of 21-year-old John Ward. The search back at the family home is going well.
Ford Escort is here, the Shogun, the Focus and the white tranny. Fantastic.
News comes through that the 4x4 was bought by Mr. Ward for £16,000, cash. Mrs. Ward's Ford Focus is a free car funded by the Benefit Systems Motability Scheme. And the family's even got a van, fully loaded, ready to hit the market with thousands more discs and a baseball bat. To everyone's surprise, there's an unexpected visitor to the house.
What you're saying there, I'll tell you again, you're under arrest on suspicion of obtaining property.
Missing son John's walked straight into the investigation.
Which means you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence, so you don't mention when questioned something which you later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand that?
The final stage of the process is to contact the Ward family's local job centre.
Yeah, the first one is Patrick Joseph Ward. Do you know them?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, we're stopping the money.
Okay. All right.
He's claiming for himself and his wife. Can he close it down because he is dealing in counterfeit DVDs. Yeah, Patrick Ward Jr. Saying he actually had an awful lot of money in the house as well. We have John Ward. How about she now? Is she now? Oh, yes, as well. Yes, same.
All of the Ward family were charged with benefit fraud. Mr. Ward received a 21-month prison sentence. Mrs. Ward was cautioned, had her disability living allowance stopped and the car withdrawn. The rest of the family received a mixture of suspended sentences, community rehabilitation orders, along with benefit repayment schemes. The Liverpool market trader Susan Roach received a year's prison sentence. Her nephew also ended up in prison on other charges.
Our evidence is always based on the highest possible standard, which is a court appearance standard, beyond reasonable doubt.
Over the last year, Operation Zook has exposed over £1 million worth of fraud from the benefit system. Ian and the team continue to arrest people they've targeted for working in the world of counterfeit goods, while at the same time claiming benefit.
In a new series from BBC One next Monday, Life on the Beat with the Girl Cops at 8:30. Meanwhile, global warming and its effects on a future world. BBC 4's now launching the largest climate experiment ever. the one to watch tonight.
You know, somebody around here knows more than they're letting on.
Life on Mars, next, here on BBC One.
14 new hopefuls. One man to impress.
I am the most belligerent person that you could ever come across.
You said don't let me down, right?
Shut it. You seem to have gone from anchor to...
Nobody is closing any business.
I just don't know if you're just a nutter. You tell me why you should stay here.
The ultimate job interview.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
The Apprentice returns Wednesday at 9 on BBC Two.
Zane Lowe. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Come on now, who do you think you are?
BBC Radio 1, Zane Lowe, 7 p.m. Spread the word.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Well, here on BBC One tonight, Liza Minnelli in a 1973 Oscar winner, Cabaret, at 11:35. But life's far from that for John Sim now on BBC One. Will he ever return from 73 to 2006?